What is a 3018 CNC? Well, that's a great question. I mean, it's a CNC, technically. I mean, it says CNC in the title. And it's a pretty cool little machine, but the most you're going to be able to do with it is wood and plastic and maybe aluminum if you're incredibly lucky. So the 3018 CNC gets its name from the fact that it has a 30 centimeter x-axis and an 18 centimeter y-axis. That's a space of 30 by 18 centimeters that you can cut, theoretically minus a little bit, you know, for the size of your bit and clearance and crap like that. So, cheap Chinese CNC router, like 150, 180 bucks, $35 computer, and now I don't have to have my laptop out here. Hour and 40 minutes. It's getting better, but not perfect. This is using your desktop CNC as a planer. Not supposed to do that. As you can see, it's not the most powerful and it's not the most rigid. It's going to be more likely to stall out on that part now. Yeah, see, I've screwed it up. Another disadvantage and reason why I wouldn't recommend this to a beginner like me is the lack of end-stop switches. Like you saw, that y-axis just stalled out. This is my Chinese router, CNC router hooked up to a Raspberry Pi. Like 35 bucks and a couple hours of frustration. I'm now able to run my CNC router without a laptop hooked up. As you can see, don't have a lot of space. This is a new control board with a fan and a case, strain relief on the connector. That's how my last board died. Getting her dialed in. Overall, this has been a pretty fun project. You know, with the little improvements I've made, you know, with the new control board, you know, with the strain relief and the power switch and a cooling fan and, you know, adding the Raspberry Pi, it's really made the machine a little bit nicer. You know, for the price point, you know, you start out either anywhere from $150 to $300, depending on where you get them. You can get them with a laser engraver on the machine, or that comes with it, and that's pretty cool. I kind of wish I would have sprung for that. You know, would I recommend it to a beginner? You know, I'm not sure, you know, because CNC routers are getting more accessible. You know, you can get Shapeokos or Carveys for, you know, any, you know, rough estimate anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. This machine is capable if you know, within reason, you know, for the size. You know, it's aluminum frame, it's not very heavy, and that kind of plays to its advantage and it kind of plays to its disadvantage. You know, one of the reasons, you know, the heavier machines are able to cut more and faster in harder material is because they're heavier machines. They're more rigid, they don't vibrate as much. You know, this is a lightweight machine, and, you know, just keep in mind what it is. You know, if you're a hobbyist and you want to try it out, I'd say do it. But if you're wanting to do a whole bunch of work, you'll find that you are going to outgrow this pretty quick. The other thing is it's not super beginner friendly. You know, no CNC is foolproof, but a lot of the nicer ones have safety features, you know, such as limit switches. You know, they'll have Z-axis probes. You can add all those to, you know, this kind of machine, and I will be doing that here in the future, and I'll try to make some videos of it. But, you know, that stuff does not come on the 3018 standard. 3018 is a cheap, accessible, you know, they're usually made in China. You know, you can get them anywhere, AliExpress. GearBest, eBay, Amazon. They're just bare bones. You have to add all that stuff later on. So if you keep that in mind, it's not a bad way to go to start out with. I'd maybe get it for, someone like my nephew who's 12, 13 years old. If he was interested in something like this, I'd say it's comparable like to an Ender 3 3D printer, something you get for somebody who wants to try something out and, isn't sure, and then you kind of go from there. So that's basically all I'm going to go over in this video. I think I've gone on enough. This is kind of the first video of kind of the new format for this channel. We're going to probably focus more on CNC stuff, at least through the winter. The weather's kind of crappy out, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. I won't ask you to like or subscribe because, this video is what it is. It's my first video. I've got to figure stuff out. But, if CNC stuff interests you, if crafting interests you, keep me in mind. Keep this channel in mind. Check back every once in a while and see what I've got going on. You might find something you like. So, with that out of the way, thanks for watching if you've made it this far, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye.